Amazing. Well, good morning. I am super excited to be here today. My name is Pastor Rachel, and here I have Camden with me, and we have a super exciting lesson for you. So for the past couple weeks, we have been talking about how we can become more like Jesus. And we had one Sunday where we all worshiped together to My Lighthouse. It was awesome. Then last Sunday, Weldon gave an awesome message on prayer and connecting to God through prayer. And now this week, we want to talk about something super fun. So I want you all to close your eyes for just a moment, and I want you to think with me, okay? How many times have you been told to read your Bible, either by a pastor or a parent or a friend or a friendly little squirrel on an afternoon stroll, okay? You've probably been told to read your Bible quite a few times. But now, kids, I want you to think, okay, how many times have you actually been taught how to read your Bible? Because you might have noticed that this book is pretty big, it's pretty complicated. It's not just one book, there's a lot of different books in here, and it's pretty important. And I think that sometimes maybe it can be easy for us to see how big and important this book is and get a little nervous if we don't know how to read it. So today, before we get into talking about how to read your Bible, my friend Camden is here, and she's going to show us actually how not to read your Bible, okay? We have a couple ways how not to read your Bible, and the first way is called the magic wand, okay? So the magic wand way is where you open your Bible to any random page, random verse, and you just kind of read that one verse. It's like you have a magic wand and you point at it, but you miss all of the story that goes into that verse. You miss everything that's around it. So that is one wrong way to read your Bible. Now, the second wrong way is called the sneaky thief. And the sneaky thief is basically where you read part of your Bible, but you read the parts that you like, the parts that sound good and that work for you. For example, maybe Camden here, she read the part of the Bible that says, I can do all things. And she goes, yes, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to jump off my roof and fly. But she doesn't read the part of the Bible right after where it says, through Christ who strengthens me. Which means that we can do anything that's a part of God's plan, but not just whatever we want, right? Now, the third way is called the Skim Milk. No. And the Skim Milk is where basically you kind of get bored with reading, and instead of actually reading your Bible, you just kind of skim through it, or you pretend like you're reading the pages, but you're not actually reading it. And the last wrong way, the most wrong way you could possibly read your Bible, the way that we do not want any kingdom kids to read their Bible, is called the Vanishing Act. We can still see. Okay, anyway, the Vanishing Act is where you say, well, since I don't really know what I'm reading or how to read this yet, I'm just not going to read it. And I just want to remind all of our kingdom kids that, guys, we have our whole lives to read this Bible piece by piece and to understand it piece by piece. And so don't get frustrated and give up, but choose to go to your Bible and read it instead. And hey, maybe if you aren't ready to read a Bible that looks like this yet, ask your parents for a story Bible. Reading the stories might help you. Or if you're ready, make sure you take the time to learn about each part of the Bible that you read. Now, we talked about all the ways how not to read the Bible. I'll be back next week for some awesome ways, some quick tips on how to read your Bible, Kingdom Kids. So make sure you come back. All right, and now we are going to go into the Lord's Prayer with Pastor Amy.